Hey my babies, what's up? It's your girl Rajanae and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, what I say, you make good decisions in life if you're here, baby, okay? And you want to be with the winning team. Usually for that's per course our Rajanae, but you know what? For Raja Nation, you still make good choices in life. So, I don't know. Make sure you click that subscribe button down below so you can be with the rest of the gang, okay? But today's video is another Boo Tales. Yes. Yes. Now listen, that last Boo Tales, I don't know how I feel about that. And honestly, I feel like my AI really could have spiced it up some. Am I being too harsh? I don't know. If you didn't watch the last Boo Tales, I might be nice and link it down below. But you know, I have a whole playlist on my channel. So you probably like 10 stories behind. Come on, baby, catch up. But today's Boo Tales, y'all, oh my gosh, this is bringing back nostalgic moments. Childhood moments, okay? Because this Boo Tales is called Miss Popularity. Inspired by the song Miss Popularity by Jordan Prue. If you don't know that song, please stop this video. Please pause. Click the pause button and go listen to that song and then come back. Yes, because this is what this Boo Tales is inspired by, and I have a feeling my AI is going to do due diligence with this. He or she better. Without further ado though, let's get to it and see what's going on. Okay, Miss Popularity. Every high school has that girl, the one who seems to have it all. At Silver Oaks High, that girl was Ashley Montgomery. Perfect blonde hair, bright blue eyes, a flawless smile that looked like it came straight from a commercial. She was the queen bee of the school, rich, beautiful, always dressed in designer clothes. She lived in a mansion on the hill, drove a brand new car her parents had gifted her for her 16th birthday, and was the lead in every school play. Damn, like it really do. She got it going on. Okay. She had straight A's, a line of boys who wanted to date her, and a group of girls who followed her like lost puppies. She was, in every sense, the perfect Barbie doll, the envy of every girl and the desire of every boy. But there was something about Ashley that people loved to hate. Beneath her perfect exterior was a girl who thrived on attention, on being envied, on being worshipped, and she worked hard for it. Too hard. Ashley had spent years crafting her perfect life, and she wasn't going to let anyone or anything mess it up. Everyone knew it. Ashley would do anything to stay on top. And the thing was, people started whispering that maybe, just maybe, she wasn't as perfect as she seemed. She's the girl that you love to hate. She's the heart-stopping double take. Everyone knows that she's got it made, working hard to be Miss Popularity. The whispers followed her through the halls. There was a rumor that Ashley had ruined more than a few lives along the way. Maybe that's why the strange things started happening. It all began the week leading up to the school's spring play, Cinderella, naturally. Ashley had, of course, snagged the lead role, playing the beloved princess. Everyone else barely stood a chance when Ashley wanted something, but this time something fell off. The first strange occurrence happened during rehearsal. Ashley was in the middle of a scene, wearing her elaborate Cinderella gown, when the lights in the auditorium suddenly flickered. She froze, expecting a power outage, but the lights didn't go out. Instead, the spotlight grew intensely bright, almost blinding, before going dark entirely. Ashley, confused and slightly shaken, called out, "Hello? What's going on?" No one answered. The entire auditorium was empty except for her. The rest of the cast had been there a second ago, but now there was no sign of anyone, just eerie silence. Her heart started to race as she stepped down from the stage, the sound of her heels echoing unnervingly loud in the empty space. Then from the back of the auditorium, she heard a voice whispering, "Ashley, you think you can get away with everything, don't you?" Her blood ran cold. She turned toward the voice, but no one was there. "Who's there?" she called out, her voice echoing in the emptiness. But the only response was a soft, mocking laugh, and then she saw it, her reflection. not in a mirror, but in the dark windows at the back of the room. Her own image stared back at her, but there was something wrong. Her reflection wasn't just mimicking her movements, it was watching her with a sinister, twisted smile on its face. You know, these sinister smiles and whatnot. I gotta talk to my AI about that because they really be doing too much with that. Like the whole smile, ambiance, aesthetic, I'm not liking it. I'm really not. She blinked and the image was gone. Rattled, she ran out of the auditorium, telling herself it was just her imagination, but things only got worse from there. The next day, during lunch, Ashley was sitting with her group of admirers when the air in the cafeteria suddenly dropped to a freezing temperature. The other students seemed unaffected, but Ashley could see her breath in the air. Then, without warning, the mirror-like surface at her lunch tray cracked, and there it was again, her twisted reflection smiling back at her. Freaked out, Ashley tried to compose herself. She couldn't let anyone see her scared. That wasn't how Miss Popularity acted. She shrugged it off, pretending everything was fine, but deep down she was terrified. As the week progressed, the strange occurrences only intensified. She began finding notes in her locker, ominous messages like, "You can't hide from the truth," and "Your reflection knows what you've done." When she'd ask her friends if they left the notes as a prank, they all denied it, looking genuinely confused. And then the night before the big play, things took a terrifying turn. Ashley was alone in her bedroom, standing in front of her vanity, rehearsing her lines for the final scene of Cinderella. She looked into her large ornate mirror, adjusting her blonde curls and practicing her smile, but then her reflection started moving on its own. At first she thought it was a trick of the light, but as she continued to stare, the reflection tilted its head in a way that Ashley hadn't. The reflection's eyes darkened, the once vibrant blue now replaced with a hollow black void, and then with a voice dripping with malice, the reflection whispered, "You didn't earn this life, Ashley. You took it." Frozen with fear, Ashley backed away from the mirror, but her reflection stepped closer. The room grew colder, and the air felt thick, like it was pressing down on her chest. "You think being perfect comes without consequences?" the reflection continued, its voice like nails on a chalkboard. "You've ruined lives, Ashley, but now it's time for yours to fall apart." The reflection slammed its hand against the glass. My bad. I'm gonna stop playing. The sound echoing through the room. A crack appeared, splitting the mirror in two, and Ashley screamed. She ran out of her room, tears streaming down her face, her breath coming in ragged gasps. She couldn't understand what was happening. Was she going insane? The next day, the day of the play, Ashley was a wreck. Dark circles had formed under her eyes from a sleepless night. Girl, I know them nights. Let me tell you something. I got bags myself. I got dark circles myself, girl. And her once pristine appearance looked disabled. As she stood backstage ready to go on for the final act, she caught a glimpse of herself in one of the stage mirrors. Her reflection didn't smile back. Instead, it mouthed the words, "You're next." What does that mean? What does that mean? During the final scene of the play, when Ashley's character Cinderella was supposed to deliver her happy ending speech, the lights flickered once again, and this time the reflection didn't stay in the mirror. It stepped out. Oh, it's giving The Ring vibes. I don't like that. The audience gasped as they watched in horror. Ashley froze on stage as her doppelganger, twisted in dark, advanced toward her. The figure reached out, placing a cold hand on her shoulder. "You can't run from what you've done," the reflection whispered in her ear. Ashley tried to scream, but no sound came out. The lights flickered one last time, and when they came back on, Ashley was gone. Disappeared as if she had never existed. The only thing left on the stage was a cracked, shattered mirror. The students of Silver Oaks High never spoke of Ashley Montgomery again. Her disappearance was covered up as a tragic accident, but no one ever found out the truth. So, plot twist. It turned out that Ashley had hurt more people than anyone realized. She had sabotaged classmates, spread lies to keep herself on top, and destroyed friendships just to maintain her perfect image. In her obsession with being Miss Popularity, she had created a darkness inside her that eventually consumed her. So the lesson was the pursuit of perfection and popularity comes at a price. Be careful how far you go to get what you want, because sometimes the things you destroy to build your perfect life comes back to destroy you. Ooh. How y'all feel about that? Oh my gosh. So first of all, everyone just gonna pretend like they didn't see that girl disappear on stage like that. That is wild. child. And that is crazy. Could you imagine if you was like in the audience watching like a play at like your sibling or like your child's school play or something like that, and a girl just randomly disappeared on stage? Like you saw a doppelganger, or however you say it, come out the mirror and whatnot and just basically snatch her soul, snatch her body. Well, just whatever. She got snatched and then just disappeared. Is that not weird or what? And we just gonna pretend like we didn't just see that happen? Like I wouldn't even say a murder. Because what do you call that? I don't know. But everybody's supposed to just walk around and just move on with life. Like y'all didn't just experience this in live action. Live. Not on TV. It was live, baby. No cuts, edits. What Pop Smoke say? Everything raw, no edit. Like, yeah, like just raw. And she just gone. That's weird. That's crazy. Like that's what we doing. But you know what? It kind of reminds me of like those TV shows and like in the movies where it's like you got like the one person in school who's like not the popular girl. She's kind of like the loser or whatever. But then the popular girl, she like has it all, obviously, but like the moment she starts like tearing people apart in their lives and their reputations and things like that, like maybe before she wasn't getting her lick back, well not her, but people wasn't getting their lick back, you know what I'm saying? Like she wasn't getting what she deserved, you know what I mean? But it's like you always got that one, you know? And it could have been like the loser girl, you know, that comes in there and like all of a sudden now you get what you deserve. Now you get a own taste, or what they say, you get a taste of your own medicine now. Because now you got somebody proving to you what you look like. Now somebody is making you see what you look like to others. Does that make sense? And it's like, all of a sudden they try to act like, oh my gosh, like my life is ruined. Like they start, they be acting like such a drama queens and crybabies at the same time. Like, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. In the movies and in the shows, like once they get exposed and whatnot and they get embarrassed, like they start acting like crybabies. Now they want you to feel bad for them because like they're embarrassed and you're supposed to look at them with like such high regards. And now when they feel like they're here with you, now they're like, oh, no, it's too much, and they want to start a whole scene. But no, I just feel like it's crazy. Like once you're like popular or whatever in school, it's crazy because you got people that just like a lot of those popular people really start thinking that they're better than everybody else, and they think that everybody else that goes to that school is beneath them, you know, just because you have money, your parents have money, you got nice cars, you got the latest clothes, you get all the boys, you get all the niggas. You get all of them. And it's like at the end of the day, girl, like you really not that cute. Like stop. Like you may be pretty on the outside, but your personality is not cute. That really should be a part of the lesson, because it's kind of sad when you have somebody, or like when you see somebody so pretty, or you see a guy that's just so cute but their personality is really ugly. And you see how they treat people and you're like, oh, that's how you act? Never mind. Like, it's not cute no more. Like, it's really not, you know? Like, I don't know why we was letting you get away with this, you know, because no one had the confidence to really tell you about yourself. But you really shouldn't have been getting away with all this, because it's really not cute how you doing people. But it's crazy. Like, those popular kids, like, they gonna reap what they sow after a while. Like, as you can see, she reaped what she sowed. Like, after all that sabotaging and backstabbing and everything else that she was doing, oh. What's up with the reflections? Because the reflections really be, see, I don't know if I told y'all that, but the reflections, like your reflections apparently, like symbolizes your self-identity. It gets real deep. But like, her self-identity, as you can see, was just, like I said, you know what? It was a reflection of who she truly was. Outside that pretty face and whatnot, and that aesthetic and that ambiance that she was carrying, her reflection was showing her real true self. And she ain't like that. Like, she literally got scared just crying. And it's like, nah, girl. Now you gotta get what you deserve now. Because look how you've been treating people out here. Look how you've been treating people. Now you don't like it when your own self, your own reflection is giving you the business, okay? And now look at you, poof, gone. See? Now no one even knows you even existed. Like, that's crazy. All that hard work you was doing to maintain that popularity, and now no one even knows you. Kind of sad. No, for real, it's crazy. Like, I guess the lesson could also be that you really got to be nice to others, no matter like what lifestyle you have, how much money you have, like what you look like. Like, you should just be nice to people, you know? Like, I'm not saying you have to be friends with everybody, but be nice at least. You know what I mean? Because again, as you can see, she was treating people real bad. She was doing people dirty because she wanted to be at the top. And look what happened. Who we talking about? What was her name? Oh, y'all know? Right. Yeah, exactly. Like, come on now. Like, was it really worth doing all of that? Like, what were you really gaining in the end by doing that? So the lesson, guys, is, you know, I felt is to just be nice and be kind to people at the end of the day. Like, stop thinking that other people are beneath you based on your lifestyle, the type of money you have, or how much money you have, and everything like that. Because at the end of the day, like, that type of personality is truly ugly. It really is. And nobody really wants to be around somebody like that at the end of the day. At least not the real ones, the real genuine folk anyway. They don't want to be around somebody who's cocky and just stuck up and bougie. I mean, you know. I'm bougie. But I mean, there could be different levels of bougie, baby. And she was a different kind of bougie, okay? She was the real bougie. The stuck up bougie. She was the Regina George type of bougie, okay? That's what we're gonna do that. She was the Regina George kind of bougie. So mean. So yeah, be nice to other people and don't think that other people are beneath you just because you have such popularity or a lifestyle or whatever the case may be, you know? Because then sooner or later you're gonna find out about yourself. For real. And you're not gonna like it. You know, y'all ever know, like, people that you would be in school with, like whoever was popular in school and they was like all fine, all pretty and whatnot, they really not no more? Yeah, that was then and this is now. Like, y'all see how that go? Like, you used to try so hard to be friends with those popular kids and whatnot, and now look at them, they not popular no more. They was taking that way, they was going overboard with that in their heads, like, for real. But let me know what you guys think of that, Boo Tales. What did you guys think? Now I think my AI she kind of did a little something. She kind of did. What y'all think in the comments down below? Like, did you think this story really delivered? Did it really give what it's supposed to give? I hope so. What would you do differently? Like, how would you change the story differently? Anyways, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe because that's a major one. And thank you guys for watching my Boo Tales today. I'm gonna see y'all next Boo Tales, next video. Raja loves you. Stay spooky.